So last time we played, we started off with you guys having a long rest in the quarters here, and after having been given the perfect disguise, the robes, you guys decided to wait until they came and got you. At which point they let you know that your first day of orientation would involve being split up, and some of you were to be on obelisk duty, others to be pushing the wheel for the day. And after some hemming and hawing, you guys thought this was pretty reasonable, so went along with it. And Ashbark, having the great insight of being able to channel his druidic magic and become the air elementals that these guys were kind of worshipping, made short time on the obelisk before at first giving them the impression that he was a servant of someone they called Yancy Bean. At which point he corrected them and said no, he was just a regular dude who was really good at this. And they found that a little bit more suspicious. And that's when you guys started murdering people. Murder's a strong word. It seemed pretty justified. But you guys did get your equipment back, and Ashbark went on an absolute tear dealing with the guy on the wyvern before driving the wyvern itself away. So, that's where we left off. Make sure, I did change everyone's token here, so make sure that the HP is right, it should be. And remember that you have your inspiration points.
Now that we have our equipment back, I'll be taking back my scimitar and light crossbow. Who's playing Kelnozz?
Let's see. Do you mind handling him in battle, Kev?
No, it's fine. I looked at his character sheet last time and I was like, hey Kevin, why haven't you used all of these abilities on your character sheet? He was like, oh my god, I didn't know those existed.
There are quite a few doozies in there.
He still didn't use them, by the way. After I mentioned it. I have his token, but not his character sheet.
Wow. Going swoosh around, and I asked if somebody can get my equipment and carry it with it. Since I'm whooshing around like wind and... Well, I can carry items. Elementals can carry stuff, right? They can carry weapons. Or...
Yep.
So I can carry my equipment. Not on me, so like put it in a pocket back. Well, I'm an
You're just holding on to it with your air arms.
With my air.
Or
yeah.
like, up in the air like a little tornado.
Spark my inspiration points for thinking about that out loud.
Okay, so for the moment, you guys have taken care of everyone who's around you, and there were... Windharrow himself did escape, as well as there was another cult member who vanished somewhere off down here, reappeared up here to shoot a lightning bolt, and then scampered off out of sight somewhere beyond this pyramid. So, what do you guys do now?
So which way did he scamper?
They scampered, like, north.
north. Well, should we see who needs a little bit of a rub down here? Collect ourselves before storming the pyramid? I mean, blood has been spilled, so...
Well, I mean, we should chase them.
Yeah, we don't want them to get prepared.
Is this guy still alive? Because that's a bit awkward.
This is the guy, actually, thanks for reminding me, this is the guy who basically just surrendered. Like, he threw down his weapons and said he surrendered.
Tied them up.
Okay, yeah, let's try
Interrogate
him
him.
up. Well, I mean, there's no need
recruit
for
him.
that brutality. I mean,
Instead, we'll tie him up, leave him in this room, and never return.
yeah, that's true. Kill everyone else here, and then just leave him there.
It's a more
And-
honorable death.
He can eat the air or whatever.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe he has a response. He can hear us talking.
He seems pretty intimidated at this point, so he doesn't have a response. He's looking to see what's going to be done to him.
Well, let's see here. If you renounce your faith, you can leave this place, but you must never return here.
He shakes his head and says, "Do with me as you will. I'll never renounce Yancy Beaton and Aerisi."
Can you spell that for me?
If you loosen these ropes, I'll gladly write it down for you.
Sounds reasonable.
It does sound reasonable, but I lost interest already. So, tell us about your leaders. Why do you follow them so blindly? And, put yourselves through so much hardship for the sake of your faith.
He says, "I do not follow them blindly. I serve them for the great power that they will one day imbue upon me."
And what kind of power do they hold that you so covet?
The power of lightning and the very air itself.
Power such as mine, and I whoosh around.
He looks visibly impressed and a little scared.
I know a few shortcuts how to get this power. I will tell you this shortcut if you tell me how to go and cripple the flawed working of the current way the cult worships air, and you can have the power such as mine.
You want to take over the cult?
Well, maybe what I'm getting at is maybe a warning or a hint how to hurt the cult most. And I'm tricking him that I will show him the short way to get the power, because it sort of just started today.
Making a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, they make a deception.
Well, were you lying? I mean, that sounded kind of...
Well, yeah.
Actually, you know what, you were. You did say you'd give him power, so yeah, definitely a deception.
I was sort of
Okay.
with advantage.
Yes, with advantage. Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay, so he like falls over himself, eagerness, and he says, he says, this power is amazing. All I know is that there is a place of great power far beneath this mountain. Aerisi goes down there with the more trusted people in the cult, and there they have the power to... It is whispered that they have access to the very plane of air, a portal into the very air.
Does that air also rule?
That is where the air rules from, the very throne of Yancibin.
Thank you. I will come back for you. Get ready. Don't let anybody get in your way from getting ready for my return.
Are you going to take these ropes off of me? I surely need them to get ready.
I will leave. That is a political decision. I will leave that in a moral decision. I will leave it to the choice of Tharhun to make such a call.
Well, these guys are all about chaining themselves to pillars. Why should this one unchain himself now?
Hey,
Isn't he still digging this air?
Yeah. Don't you dig the air?
Of course, this air rules. I just don't see how I can get ready if I'm left back bound here. Do you all serve this elemental?
Well,
On good days.
I suppose we are following in his mission. I say lead on, Ashbark. Let us find this elemental plane that this one speaks of.
base.
Tell me,
Okay.
is this place where this thing happens known to you? Is it a forbidden place by all those who are unworthy?
I am not worthy enough to have visited this place beneath the mountain. I hope to one day earn my place there. If it is your wish for me to stay here tied, then so be it.
All right,
See-
let us decisively begin doing stuff.
He essentially begins meditating and like tannin breathing.
There you go. He knows what to do.
What's
It's
repetition?
doing nothing.
Yeah. We got her.
It's awkward in here. Let's go outside.
Oh, stop. Okay.
Oh, thank goodness we're outside. Non-aggressive NPCs make me uncomfortable. I feel we're always teetering on the brink of evil mass murder with them around.
So I will go maybe 30 feet off the ground, sort of scout out, have a better vision of what's.
Okay, so when you guys get out here, you see a deep moat surrounds a plaza consisting of a step pyramid encircled by a stone walkway. Stone colonnades to the north and east span the moat and connect the plaza to other parts of the ruined dwarven enclave. A short bridge spans the moat to the south. Holding up the bridge and the colonnades are enormous statues of dwarves submerged up to their necks. The water in the moat flows west before plunging over a waterfall into the open sky. The sound of rushing water echoes like thunder within this vault, within this plaza. The ceiling of which... Oh, never mind, sorry. There's no ceiling in this version. Alright, so that's what you guys see.
Is there any indication that the moat is higher or lower than normal since the wheels aren't being turned?
Make a perception check.
I don't need to. Those are some sexy dwarves.
Oh,
It looks like the water has not had any significant change yet.
Okay.
ooh, Bob.
Mhm.
Did you get my message?
Yes, I thought I replied back, but I guess I mistyped. But the answer is yes.
Okay. Neither? I gave you 3 choices. Yes to all? But yeah, the answer.
I don't know. I think you probably meant you assumed that you kept the cloak on when you wild shaped into a.
Oh, but that
an
was in
elemental,
captivity.
right? Oh,
No,
right.
Yeah.
So yes, I guess you can put it on. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Mm,
You put all your stuff on, I guess. You
well,
just
I mean,
air
no,
into
that-
them, right?
Really? I can?
I don't know.
Would you allow me to? Because if
Why
I can
not?
wear my armor and
Well,
shield, then I'm invincible.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know.
Don't let him.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
you're
no.
right.
I will
All
then
right.
have
Eric's right.
uh, 17 AC. My elemental has a 15 AC, maybe because of a reason.
Elementals can't wear armor.
Well, I've seen pictures of the elementals with armor.
You don't have that upgrade.
I'm liking what Eric's putting down here.
Fine. I will not, but I will wear my. I will not wield any weapons or shield armor.
I have the rulebook somewhere in this house, and it says no.
All right. So what do you guys do?
I believe Tharhun said we were decisively doing something.
That's right. This direction is surely a good way to go. They seemed to retreat here when we started fighting them all, so there must be something important in this pyramid. I mean, it's very imposing.
I concur. It looks like Tharhun has his basement pants on today. I think we should follow his lead.
It's all business downstairs today. Let's try one of these doors on the back. Maybe on the back here. That's, sneak in the back. That's generally good.
Before and for this of this, a level 3 slot. Kill my elemental for 3d8. Get the
Nice.
elemental. So I'm going to be forward because my flying speed is. So I'm gonna stay a bit 30 feet up ground, and just. I don't know if we're gonna go left. Maybe right. There's a bridge. Let's check out this bridge.
Okay. So you guys just show me what you're gonna do. Okay. So you can see that this
Oh, taking a
bridge
peek?
Yeah.
kind of goes a bit further into.
Peeking or freaking?
Didn't that weird bird creature say something about the waterfall? Perhaps we should take a look.
Ooh.
get in.
The waterfall side.
That was
Okay,
more about
so-
getting in here, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think that was a way in. He suggested the waterfall might be a way in. In the end, we went through the front door.
Well, I don't listen to weird creatures that don't make any sense. maybe the back of this pyramid is the way to try to get in. And we can sneak in and, you know, get a drop on whoever's in there.
Or we can just get... I don't know if the rest of the cult have heard that we just killed a lot of... So I don't know if everybody's hostile. Although I might still play this your magic card Balbi.
I'm your new god.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah.
I
Once
mean,
in
it's
a
worth a
while,
shot.
I have an opportunity to win a cult. Not gonna...
All of these cults that worship inferior deities that are not truly powerful deities are suspect, but their judgment would resist such deception. So, I think you probably could try that. Like that jerk over there, right? Like, do you see how he cowed?
Just for clarification,
Yes, actually, I can, like, all the cultist leader, I can just promise them power if they're faithful enough.
besides Radish, who's an air elemental, have you guys ditched the cultist robes, or are you still wearing them
Oh,
over your stuff?
well, we could continue or attempt to continue the ruse if we kept that on, maybe. We could follow Ashbark in as like as worshippers of the new air god that has blessed us with his presence.
Sure.
Could I use Meowth's hat to dress up as the guy who... Oh no, he ran away. Never mind. It'd be silly to dress up as him. Are we wearing our robes, or are we attempting to continue the ruse, or just kicking down the door at this point?
Let's keep our robes on top of our everything else. We could throw them off and just start guns ablazing.
Think of that.
Yes.
Come
All
follow
right.
me.
Let's can I listen to the door and see if I can hear anything on the other side?
Make a perception check. Ooh, 9. You do hear like an indistinct sound through the door, but not able to determine what it is.
Hmm. Yeah, there's people in there, all right, or something's in there. Let's begin our brilliant deception here, and
Can make an entry. Is there some 1-inch hole under the door or on the side of the door that I can squeeze through, or is the door kind of like more or less
The gap is less than an inch.
less than?
This
I
is
cannot do
dwarven
entry.
mage, so it's like fairly flush. It's not invisible seams, but it is less than an inch.
We might have to just open the door.
yeah, I'll open the door.
Should I be first, second, or?
Yeah, you should be first, and like we'll like bow in worship to you as you enter.
And I will let out the diabolical.
All right. So, just get everything visible here.
Oh, this is cool, guys. If you select your character in your like chat box drop down, it makes your icon change to him. I don't think it did that before.
No, it might not have. Okay, so you see, as you open the door, you see 2 rows of pillars that support the 20-foot-high ceiling of this marble hall. The pillars are sculpted to resemble dwarves locked in solemn stares. Each one clutches a stone axe. Each of the pillars are 2 ascending marble staircases without handrails. In the middle of them, several cultists in gray feathered robes levitate a few feet above the air while chanting a hymn. Howling air rises from a pit in the middle of the floor, and these cultists are chanting, but they're all also staring at the door. And you can see Wind Harrow in the back, and he shouts out and says, "It's them!"
Oh, they're conveniently spacing away from Fireball.
And well, they were described as on the pillars here. So roll initiative.
Kelnozz with 25.
Kelnozz murdering it.
Yeah.
All right. See a lot of high rolls here.
Be right back.
Okay, so Kelnozz is up. He's essentially surprised because he can't see anything.
Hi, I'm surprised and ready to run into action.
How surprising!
I'm surprised that there is action without me.
Is he able to act?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say that this isn't really a surprise round. You guys were probably expecting people behind there, so go ahead and act. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he's going to essentially get himself into the room. And then, just because Kevin has never done it, I'm going to do it.
Cast darkness.
Yes, I'm going to cast darkness. And I'm going to center it there, so it's a 15-foot radius sphere catching these 4 guys, basically. Magical darkness.
So it's 30 feet.
I can draw a shoddily drawn freehand circle if you like.
The normal.
Is that more or less correct, or?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than that, but that's more or less correct. It's supposed to get all 4 of them, but it's like 1 more square bigger.
These things are 10 squares, so if it's 15-foot radius, it should be 30 feet across, right?
Yeah, so like getting those 2 guys.
Hold on, let's see if I can fix this a bit.
It's like, no, sort of. In the middle of.
I don't know, it seems pretty close to me. Like, that seems like it's 30 feet. Like if you count the squares, is it not 6 squares?
It's not. It's 5. It's fine. Doesn't
What?
matter.
Starts on this square. 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, okay, it doesn't match with the measuring. That's
It doesn't match with the measurement. You're
Weird.
right. Yeah, but it is 6 squares across. So.
Okay. That's fine. Kelnozz is going to put a bardic inspiration on Grage. And I think that'll be everything he can do.
Okay. Then Eik's turn.
How convenient. So Eikooc will get himself. And if there's anything else I can do. I'm gonna center a fireball over here. I think those guys. That's not terrible.
Poor cultist.
You got a cultist sympathizer amongst us?
Get him.
I mean, they're very weak. They have lost robe.
He's been air for too long. He's starting to sympathize. Poor cultists.
So they're blown away basically, and even the one that's a bit more senior looking on the east there, or the west rather, takes full damage. He's badly burned.
This one got hit as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full damage. Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. You back, Eric?
So I'm running. I kind of need to wash my hands. I don't want to get into details, but
You wash your hands. I'll get a glass of water.
okay.
I'll get a biscuit.
I heard there's a giant void, which I believe is darkness.
Uh-huh.
Scary. There's a giant darkness in the room.
Yeah, it's magical darkness, so like even dark vision doesn't work in it. Basically, you end up blind fighting anything that's in there. If you
Okay.
end up trying to fight something in there.
Are there people in there?
There's 3 in there, and then there's one guy up here. There.
Okay.
2. I guess there's 2 in there and 1 on the other side.
Alright. Grage has 40 movement, so he's gonna go over here, jump over you guys. Is this just a regular dude, or who's this guy?
He has more ornate, feathery robes than the others.
Ooh. Let's punch those feathery
He's
robes.
badly burned.
He's
Singed.
badly burned?
Yeah.
Like,
he just took a full fireball
noticeably
to
bloody?
the face. Yeah.
Ooh.
More like scorched,
Okay.
but yeah.
Gorged, you say? Okay, well, then I guess that changes my strategy a little bit. Let's punch in the face. No. So I'll try again. I'm assuming that's a miss. 23.
23 is a hit.
kicking?
Yep, he's barely kicking, but yes.
Wobbling a little bit. All right, so then I get my bonus. Ah, son of a bitch. All right.
Yeah. He manages to
That-
dodge.
I grab a feather as he dodges. Done.
All right, you're up, Brynn.
Alright. I got a little running to do here.
Oh no, I need to dash as a bonus action.
Yeah. I'm gonna dash with a bonus action. Bust into the room.
Oh, nimbly bimbly.
And has this fellow hasn't taken an action yet, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna pile it on. I'm gonna bow strike him in the face. 30.
Oof. All right, you murder him.
10 feet away. You're 10 feet away from the guy.
I'm not
Downtown.
going on to point blank
Well
bow
done.
in the face. That's for making us wear these filthy blue robes. And that's it for me.
No, holy shit.
Oh, holy shit! I forgot because it's, I shouldn't forget. I'll have to click the button. And I'll blast Wind Arrow. He hasn't taken an action, has he? No, he's turned it down.
In this combat, no, I guess he hasn't.
Bow strike! 19.
All right, that's a hit.
10.
10.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there you go. He's basically scrambling for the stairway, and you shoot him in the back, and he dies. More like in the side. Your honor's intact.
Then that's it for me.
All right. All right, so the priests are gonna go. Okay, so this priest is going to rush forward and is going to try and attack Kelnozz. A miss, and then for his second attack, a hit. So Kelnozz takes 6 slashing damage. All right, and the other one is going to. He can get all the way up to Kelnozz, to Eikooc, so that's what he's going to do. Oops. He's going to go up there, and he's going to similarly come slashing at you with his dagger. Or not dagger, but scimitar. Is that a hit?
Yeah, that should do it.
Okay, so take 6 slashing damage. And he's going to come across again.
Ah.
Oof. Alright, take another 6 slashing damage. And lastly, this one here is going to, what can he do? Can't see you guys through this darkness. So he's going to come over here. And he's going to cast a spell on you, Eikooc. Do you counter this spell?
Let me just take a look at that. I don't.
Okay, so a crack of Sapphire lightning comes at you. 17 is a hit. So this is a Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
That's OP.
I need to 1d12 lightning damage. So you take 7 lightning damage.
Oof. Getting a taste of my own medicine here.
Okay, Tharhun's up.
Yeah. I go in here, start attacking. Are either of these guys hurt yet?
The priests? No.
Okay, well, I'll take a mighty -5 swing at one of them. We'll say the top one here.
Okay.
And here it comes. Let's see, just have to click this. Right? Ooh.
A 14.
Yeah. Do I have any bonuses?
I gave you Bardic Inspiration.
I think I better pop that.
Okay, you do hit.
I'll roll the 1. 2. Alright. 16 plus 10. 26 damage. Let's not forget.
Oh, 26 damage?
That's right. It's
Oof.
plus 10 because I'm -5.
Alright, you do a massive wound to this monk, and he looks like he is just barely staying on his feet.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna use a well-aimed non-5 attack to attempt to end his existence. Oh, I end his existence! Ah!
Twine Cleaver strikes again. Oh my god. That is honestly like a by the rules twine cleaving.
It certainly is. And now, I will activate
6.
that thing where I get a bonus attack action.
Yeah.
48 plus 7. That's 55 damage in 2 attacks.
It's not over yet, Ryan. This guy's about to get a piece of the action over here.
Yeah.
Here it comes. It's gonna be a regular attack, I think. Hua! Yeah, okay, it's good I did a regular attack. I think that works.
That
I'm
is a
gonna
hit,
do
so yeah, go
that.
ahead.
I'll roll the 2. Hopefully I don't get a roll of 1. I rolled a 1. Alright. Subtract 1. 12 damage. Damn it. Oh well.
So this priest, he's visibly hurt. He's not quite as bloodied. He's not bloodied yet, rather. And remember, you can always use your +2 defenders thing there, Scott. Like, you know
Oh, yeah.
what I mean? You could subtract the 2 AC, add it to the hit or whatever it is, or opposite, I guess. In that.
It can be, yeah, instead of using the attack, I can add to my AC, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashbark, you're up.
Ooh. I'm attracted by the sparkles little creature did. So I whoosh myself over here and I slam him twice.
Oof.
First. So I do a 2d8 plus 5.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
All right. How much is that? 14. Okay.
Critical hit and a critical miss.
Yeah. All right. So he is bloodied as he barely manages to resist your attacks.
And that's my turn.
All right. The hurricane is hurricane. That's this guy. is... You can't see anyone. Okay, so he's gonna come out over here, and the person he sees most immediately, he's gonna go for Kelnozz here. And okay, so this is going to be, he holds a boomerang out and it has like a crackle of blue lightning around it, and he throws it at Kelnozz.
I really hope he has an Australian accent.
Oof. Alright, that's a hit. So Kelnozz needs to make a Constitution saving throw here. He passes it. So he takes 4 bludgeoning damage and 7 thunder damage. And manages to resist the feeling as this thunder cracks as it hits him. For a minute there, it almost overwhelms him, but he manages to fight off that feeling. Alright, it is now Kelnozz's turn.
Alright, so there is this one dude right here, right? In front of him.
Yep.
Okay, so he's gonna turn on use his bonus action to activate his sword. Burst into flames. And he is going to attack with his scimitar.
24 is a hit.
Let's see if I know how to make this thing work. And then there's the fire damage.
Alright, well that guy is very much slashed and burned away.
Okay, so there's no more guys there, so in that case, Kelnozz is going to move up to him and use his second attack. Nice.
Certainly hit.
Good fire damage. Oh, only 2. Double 1. Does he have a reroll thing? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, usually a D2. Halfling.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Okay, now it's EX's turn.
Alright. Well, seeing as Kelnozz came running down there, I might as well back him up. So, I'm going to throw a spell at him. Surprise, surprise. That spell is going to be...
Can you hear the music?
Firebolt. 15. Wait, before you tell me. Can I use my circlet to make this better? Because I don't usually do spell attacks. I think I can. Just gotta open it up. When you make Psi Guided Strike, you hit on each of your turns when you hit with an attack roll. Okay, I can make the damage roll better. Ability check. Okay, nope. It doesn't look like I could make the attack better.
You hit.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Jeez. Well, maybe I'll make the damage better then.
Got him!
Still worth reading it. So I will. Oh my god, 25 fire damage. Such a good fireball.
He just, yeah, he just peels away as your fireball blows into him and catches his scant robes on fire.
Man, that cantrip did like almost the same amount of damage as my friggin' fireball.
Oh, 8 and a 9 in there. Like,
Yeah,
it's pretty
so
good.
All right, sweet. I guess that's. Yep.
All right, Grage,
Perhaps we
there's
should
one guy
move
left
people.
here.
Where? This guy? Hello, sir. We seem to be slaughtering you all. Would you care to surrender and join us?
Make an intimidation check. With advantage. He says, he manages to find courage and he says, I will proudly die for Yancy Bean.
Do I get to punch him?
Yep. Yeah, you can take your full action. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't be
I think
advantage.
it was the first one, though.
Yeah, 20 still hit.
Or is it me? Okay. So you just ignore the +2, right?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. It just
Yes.
doesn't matter. Or?
No, you're right because it's rolling double for the advantage. So yeah, I'll take the 7 there. He is still on his feet, but he looks very unstable and bloodied.
I do a little boxer jig, like jump up and down a little bit, and then I just a quick jab.
You spin your arm in the air before you punch him.
Twice, yeah, full rotation.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, excellent. And then, oh, hold on, did I turn off? Yeah, I turned off advantage.
Alright, and he comically faints with a technical knockout.
I'm jumping up and down right now with my arms up in the air.
KO.
And so is Grage.
Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna remove this darkness, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, so as the din of combat goes down, you guys can hear that there are like these haunting like howling air rising from this pit here. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we got to investigate it.
And before you investigate that too much, just remember there was a very funky looking boomerang that was thrown at Kelnozz earlier.
Gotta go search the corpses.
Okay, are you guys actually going to search the corpses,
Absolutely.
I guess?
There's magical items around. Yuck's not gonna let a magical item go to waste.
Well, Yuk can... Okay, so the boomerang doesn't require an investigation check, it's just like on the ground. But after searching the bodies, you guys find about 50 gold pieces worth of money and maybe a few small gems worth maybe 20 gold pieces. Who's picking up the boomerang? Kelnozz? Or someone else?
If anybody else wants to pick it up, they can, but I think Kelnozz will probably grab it because it was probably closest to him. If
Looks
nobody
pretty
else-
funky. He can have it.
So for the boomerang, any creature that is proficient with the javelin is also proficient with this weapon.
Javelin. Do you know what kind of creatures get javelin? Is it? I'll have to look it up. Okay.
Ooh, I'm proficient in javelins.
Yeah, I mean it's a simple melee weapon, so I feel like most people are going to be proficient in a javelin.
Anybody with simple weapons?
Yeah,
Nice.
Well, not. There's this.
that might be cool for a Grage. What do you think? Like he could have like a little ranged action. It's like a boomerang. I don't know if monks have boomerangs.
Do you prefer to get up close and personal? But I mean, I could do something funky with the funky boomerang. Why is it funky? Give me more details.
Well, remember when it hit Kelnozz, there was a huge crack of thunder.
Oh,
Pretty sweet.
Wait. Monks are not proficient in javelin. You cannot use.
simple weapons. I am. Yes.
But this is a javelin. There's a specific javelin.
There's a javelin
Oh,
category.
is there?
Is it martial?
For druids, it's specifically javelin.
That might be
like-
just for druids, though.
Fair enough. If there is no special, then
Yeah. Like, for
I can check
instance,
the monk.
an elf gets, like, longsword proficiency, but not martial weapons proficiency, right? Because they're not giving it the full amount. Where if it does say simple weapons, and I did check, the monk does say simple weapons, then as long as the javelin is not a martial weapon, then he's off to the races.
So yeah, fair enough. On page 45.
Javelin's a simple melee weapon.
Right.
Oh, javelin is a simple melee.
Yeah. So
Yeah, perfect. So
Sweet.
for yeah.
Yeah, let's Grage, why don't you take this why don't you take this thing so you get some range damage.
Thunder boomerang.
30/120, it's not bad.
You can call it the thunder from down under.
Oh god.
Range elven creature there. But yes, I will take the javelin.
So as you pick up the boomerang,
Boomerang.
you do notice that that like blue crackle that was around it seems to be now inert. But you guys don't know much about this weapon until you can either spend some time with it in a short rest or do an identify.
Do that later. Just remind me to identify it for you if you want.
I will.
That way we can find all the curses that are on it.
Pretty sure I'm immune to lightning, so I'm good. Alright, let us jump down this harrowing pit of whispering devilness.
Before we go ahead here, I just part of combat, I'm gonna get Kelnozz to cast Cure Wounds on himself and Eikooc. I don't know if anybody else also needs it, but we both got hit a couple times.
Alright, so you guys take a couple seconds to heal up.
Smells
Now
like
it's-
orcs in here.
So now there were the stairways going up, and then there was the pit going that seems to be going down, but there's this rising, howling air coming out of it. If you look down at the pit, it just looks like a straight, deep, dark pit that you can't see the bottom of.
How deep can we see? How deep is the?
The pit looks like it's like hundreds and hundreds of feet deep, so you can't see. But again, there's all this blowing up air that's howling as you stand in. You can barely
Can
hear.
we try throwing a coin into the pit and see if it goes up or down?
Yep, so you do that, and the coin, it does fall, but it falls extremely slowly.
Elevate.
Oh.
Well,
Like safely, slowly.
Yeah, it looks like it's going down like a few feet per second, like fairly slowly.
for 400 feet.
Well, I'm a fan of going as deep as I can, so I say we dig in.
Well, yeah, I fly over the pit. Yeah, I can lead the way. If you guys trust this mechanism.
Well, we do know that the source of the power is deep within the mountain. So, perhaps this is the way.
But should we explore the upstairs?
I had the same thought. Windharrow was trying to escape up the stairs. Maybe there's something up there we should see.
You're right. That could be prudent. We should probably check Windharrow's corpse. Is he one of the people we checked and made sure that he doesn't have any sort of key items, like keys or artifacts that might...
He's got a rapier, and he's got studded leather underneath his robes. But other than that, he had the majority of the gold that you guys found.
Okay.
I take a look upstairs. Do I see anything? Any motion? Any? What do I see when
You'd have to go further upstairs to see.
I go further upstairs?
All right.
Far too decisive for me.
Yes. I'm resistant to that damage.
I reluctantly follow towards the upstairs, although I wish to go deep.
We will. The upstairs, it's limited. The depth is.
All right. So I just need to quickly fix this a bit. Okay. So as you go up there, the stairs rise 20 feet to a spacious 20-foot-high chamber containing a map of an ancient dwarven realm meticulously etched into the flagstone floor. At the far end of the chamber, a high throne atop of a marble dais overlooks all. Peaked arcades hung with gossamer sky blue curtains run the length of the chamber on either side. From behind these, a heady incense wafts its sweet smoke, moving like creatures of air. Behind the throne, a great spiraling horn rests in the alcove. And sitting on this throne is a pale-skinned elven woman. And in her hand, she has like a silver bow in her hands.
Do they look? I'm assuming they saw me.
Are you hiding?
What was the?
Are you doing stealth?
Yes, I if I can.
Roll stealth.
So my element, it's 30 DT plus 5. Oh, I can just click. Okay, I can just click on. But roll it.
Let's see. Just give me 1 second here. It's a very interesting question. Okay. As your head pokes up, she stands up immediately and says, Who goes there? Reveal yourself.
I telepathically communicate to my friends below, like that there are 4.
As you do so, she holds out her bow.
Oh. Okay. I reveal myself as an elemental, and I say, I am air.
She looks at you and is waiting.
Who are you? That I encounter.
She says, if your intention is to speak, then bring your companions forth and let's speak. In front of her are like 3 elementals that are wearing armor.
Well, now, next time I will have armor. Grage, fair enough. I answer. Why do you want my companions to be there? We can talk between us.
She says, if you have no interest in a civil conversation, I will resort to other methods.
Civil. Okay. I communicate to whoever is closest to me downstairs, and I tell them, if you guys want to join me upstairs, it's most certainly a trap, but I don't think we have a choice. I'm the dead.
I do enjoy a good trap. How do I
Yes.
There's no trap that's killed us yet.
Well, there was that pit trap.
We didn't die though. We did keep falling in and end up horribly bloody, but
For your information, I did memorize reincarnate, so you guys can.
Well, that's nice.
I don't know why, but
Careful, you might. Does it need like some sort of diamond to work?
yeah, probably. Yeah, no, definitely. I did not buy any diamond. So
It's always the thing.
We've got diamonds for days right now. I got diamonds.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Diamonds
Really?
for days, boys.
I would like some diamonds when this thing is over, if you can borrow, and I will repay them back when we get down.
I don't think he's good for it. Absolutely not. You can't have.
Lives in the forest.
She says, what is the meaning of this? I've heard the commotion below. Who are you? Why have you come to my temple?
Brynn's not with us.
I'm trying not to lose myself in the dark.
Unzoom? Oh, yeah. It's there.
We are recent initiate. However, as I told my superiors, I'm a fast learner, and I have achieved this form. Who are you? Oh yes, the commotion. The commotion was because of disagreements about where we are seeing the direction this culture as investors in the cult. I have seen the air, and I wish to join people under me so I can show them the great power.
She says, is this your true form that I speak to? Or some sort of halfway clever trick?
Well, any form which we ever take is a true form in some way.
Pull the thumb.
So yes, I am who I appear before you.
She says, she looks extremely bored and says, you've clearly come here for a different reason. My patience is not endless.
Yes, of course. As I said, the reason is that we want to change the leadership of the cult and the direction it's headed. And we are here to just spread the word. And I hope that you will be a part of this new cult, which... Will you not?
A look of fury crosses her face, and she says, you dare enter my chamber and speak of replacing me so casually? You do not know the power that you have disturbed. Roll initiative.
This is the end,
Went in and
folks.
telling the boss you're here to take their job.
Yeah, I kind
Of course
of...
it's
We're here to
necessary.
completely fuck you over.
Everything you've been working on, balderdash. Man, I'm getting like average initiative rolls here.
Alright. How much did I fuck up here? Ashbark is 21. 15. Okay, it actually looks okay. Does everybody's initiative look right on the tracker?
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Okay, okay. Alright, Ashbark. She makes a motion to her air elemental companions here, or minions, that seem to be wearing like almost like glass wrought plate and carrying long spiked balls, flails. How do you react?
I'm assuming that if I go through, I will still trigger an attack of opportunity.
If you leave their area, you will, yeah.
So,
You might be able, I'm just going to give this option, you might be able to defuse this situation should you back off of the whole we're here to take your job angle.
okay.
Maybe inquire about the energy source. I don't know.
Yes,
like the
yes.
disturbance of energy.
That's why we're
Flirt with the
here.
other elementals. Flirt with the other air elementals.
No, I float a step back. Well, no, I don't want to. But I disarm myself. I look completely harmless, and
You're an elemental.
Huh?
Give
You're an
me
air
eyes.
elemental. You can't look harmless. You can't put down your weapon, for example. Right, you're an air
Fair
elemental.
enough.
Fire your weapon.
I say, wait, halt! There is no need for this. We misunderstood each other. I merely jested. My sense of humor has gotten me into trouble countless of times. Let us start over. I wish I'm drawn here to this temple because of the huge energies that are emitting from it.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey, Radish, I give you inspiration.
Ooh.
That's true. He's doing a lot of persuading here. Oh,
Ah!
It's better than nothing.
All right.
Oh.
Fuck me. Oh God. She says, "You better be careful with your jests. Swear to Yancy Bin, and I'll know that what you say is true."
I swear to you, of course. That is why we're here.
She motions to the air elementals who don't move, but they do seem to stand down a bit. And she says, "So you've brought your minions here to learn of the power of the Yancy Bin and the air."
Of course, they have followed me in all.
Here, the air is awesome.
Yeah, they dig my head.
Those who have access to the power of air know the true glory.
Yes. But is there a limit to the glory we can feel?
She scratches her chin and says, "Only the most powerful may learn the insights of Yancy Bin. I do admire the power you've shown today. Clearly you've weeded out some of the weaker elements of this following. But I am not so easily persuaded. Perhaps a show of loyalty is required. A sacrifice to Yancy Bin."
I can offer many goats second to Yen.
A look of anger passes over her face and says, "There's your poor sense of jest again. Yancy Bin would be satisfied with no mere goat. Perhaps your copper dragon pet. That would be a very fitting sacrifice."
But my followers are not to be sacrificed yet. I have plans for all of them, including. We have to pick another sacrifice. I'm sure there are more than one. Sacrifice.
Dwarf looks pretty tasty.
Well, I'll trust you to choose an appropriate sacrifice from your group. Tell me, servant of Yancy Bin, what drew you to this temple?
The energies, the powers, the elements that are stemming this place radiate far out of this place. And it drew me to investigate what is causing this, what is behind this, and to absorb it, to learn from it, to obey it, to follow.
And she looks to the humanoids behind you and says, "What of you? Did you feel this power drawing you?"
Well, we came following this one, for he came to us and told us of what he had felt, and so we came with him.
Okay. So, you've come here to submit. Excellent. I accept your fealty and your loyalty.
Since we're here and I show great power, perhaps we can talk about the source of the energies which are gifted this place. Perhaps you can show it to me.
Make another persuasion check.
Ooh, more inspiration. Ah! I have talked too much.
She says, You do seem to have the power of Yancy Bin. I could see allowance to let you into the Howling Caves. Your friends, however, are unworthy. They will stay up here. They look fit for obelisk duty.
We're digging this air.
I have plans for them. They must witness my ascent.
You ask too much, Elemental. I have shown great benevolence here.
I will need a moment alone with the follower to instruct before we do anything. But I will miss them in a evil practice.
She waits for you to leave.
All right. Do we wander downstairs maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
A little powwow time.
Right here.
We didn't actually get to fighting. All right, it's different.
Oh, well, I think this is the boss, so I don't know if we fight.
I mean, we need to end the evil cult, is what I think. But it would be good to see the source of the power here. That is our mission.
Yeah, that's why I came. I think I need to sacrifice you guys. Bear
Okay,
with.
hold on.
You know you're not really an air elemental, right?
I am for the next 5 hours.
Now, she said she would show you the power as long as we stayed here. But for obelisk duty, but like, you know, I can just get myself out of obelisk duty anytime I want. So I don't know, like.
Does anybody have?
What? I guess the real question is, what are the chances Ashbark goes down there and doesn't talk himself into them murdering him?
I
Well,
already too much.
That's true. There's got to be a way we can jangle ourselves in there, though, right? Like, you know, through some sort of portal or some such.
We could probably just follow behind a ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you sneak
We
behind?
could use spells,
Yeah, there you go.
like hide in plain sight. We'll pass without trace.
Yeah, we'll just hide in plain sight. You tell her we're doing the obelisk or whatever the heck, and then we'll just sneak behind you. And
What could possibly go wrong?
what could possibly go wrong?
After 3 sentences of any conversation I have, there will be a.
That's probably accurate.
Okay. I fly up.
He's not waiting.
Oh wait. Sorry. I thought.
Well, we could hide
on.
first.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hide behind this pillar. They'll never see me here. Yeah.
Hide under the stairs.
Okay. Is anyone else hiding?
I'm going to hide in plain sight. Takes a minute.
Is that the group or just you?
That's just me. I can make other people pass without trace, though. But if we're hiding here, we're not really passing.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Ashbark, you're flying up.
Yes.
Solo. Okay, as you ascend back into the chamber, you see a very calm and stoic, large creature, almost like a person, but he looks like he's like almost made partially of smoke and wind. And make a nature check. He's a blue skin. I don't know if I mentioned that. He's got blue skin. You don't know what he is. And he says, I'm here to escort you to the Howling Caverns when you are ready.
I'm digging your new. Yes, I am ready. Oh, blue-skinned one.
He says, I am the mistress's servant. She will...
Where is the mistress?
She has proceeded to the Howling Caverns. Come. My task must be complete.
I follow.
So you guys can do nature checks as this guy appears. And anyone hiding should now do a stealth check. Okay. So Eikooc and Tharhun, you guys are both have an inkling, especially Eikooc here. You're able to tell that this is a Djinn, an elemental creature that is usually bound to an object or something that gives power of it over to whoever holds that object. Like it's essentially a genie.
Hmm.
And stealth checks pretty high. 23. Okay. So he doesn't really seem to pay much attention to any of you or give any indication that he sees you. To those who are hiding. And he says, we must enter carefully through this pit. It is used for sacrifices. And one of your kind waits at the bottom for those that are sacrificed.
We're going to find at the bottom. Is it safe to descend?
He nods and says, this air current will slow the fall of any who enter. starts slowly descending into the pit.
I telepathically hinted. Throne room has 3 elementals. I'm not sure it is wise to sneak. Search for the item which controls the genie. Bah, maybe not. Follow me. Follow.
He turns and says, "Who are you speaking to?" Oh, you said that telepathically. Never mind.
Yeah. I can only speak telepathically in my and be.
Did anybody else hear that genie say something about a evil air elemental at the bottom of this pit?
Yep, he said something bad is waiting at the bottom.
Well,
Or
yeah, we have to wait until he gets out of sight, I think, before we start discussing anything, because we're hiding right now, right?
Yeah, like they're on their way down, right?
Yeah.
yes.
I guess once they get far enough away, we can follow.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, yeah. If somebody has, like, feather fall or something, we could use that. I don't know if any of you have it, but we could, like, do something like that to drift down maybe safely.
But this thing already is pushing you up.
Oh, there's an air current, yeah. Well, I don't know, like, it's a sacrifice pit, though. I don't want to get sacrificed.
I think it's more you go down it and then get murdered by the air elemental at the bottom,
Oh, okay.
as opposed to splat. I don't know. That was my take on what Bob said.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Okay, so you guys are Ashbark. You're slowly descending down this shaft here. It's going deep through the mountain. You guys will have a few seconds to chat or anything before we switch pages.
Okay, so the big question is, do we follow him down? And is there anything we can do to prevent ourselves from getting killed by this air elemental at the bottom? Like, I don't know, like we could, slowly go down and then teleport away from him. There's a cavern, right? Like, there's gotta be something else down there.
He'll talk his way out of it and do the research for us.
Well, but he also expressed concerns that he will certainly be found out in his web of lies and be forced to fight everything down there, and if he's by himself, he might be in great danger.
Do we jump down in our robes then?
Well, I mean, they probably...
Doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah, I think he's pretty indiscriminate about sacrificing cultists. The leader didn't have much concern for her followers. But if we find a way into their inner sanctum, then it will be more than past time to end this evil cult's reign of terror. I've tolerated all this blasphemy for long enough.
So it's getting pretty. They're getting pretty far away from you guys. So
Okay,
I'll
well,
need a decision.
I say we follow them down and just prepare your spells and tricks and whatever you do.
Geronimo!
Okay, so as you
Hopefully
guys.
I think it's a ballad as we go down.
No, don't do that. We're trying to be a bit sneaky still.
So as you guys are descending through, you find that the air does slow your fall ever so slightly, as if it were a feather fall, And although it takes quite a bit of time to get down to the bottom, you do so safely. Alright, I just need to copy this. So I'll show you guys in a second, sorry. So, you guys arriving first, you slowly ascend into this cavern. I gotta open up a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. So you feel, as you guys descend into the bottom here, you feel the air drop, and it is incredibly cold. And as you get down to the bottom here, Ashbark, you notice that gore spatters the floor and the walls of this windy cave, and the floor is strewn with dismembered humanoid corpses. A windy cyclone moves along among the remains. You're coming down from this shaft in the ceiling that, as you look up, it goes up way farther than you can see. The Djinn says something in Orin. Says,
I can understand.
He says calm in Orin, and the cyclone doesn't stop moving, but doesn't seem to pay any attention to you. And the genie starts walking.
So wait, what exactly did he say to me?
He said calm, but he said it in Orin.
Yeah, I can speak it.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah. Command him now. Yes, so...
So he just keeps walking this way. What's your speed? Like
90.
fly speed?
90.
Okay.
Over.
So
90.
he just goes, he just speeds through this, he just speeds through this temple. Like, he knows that you can go as fast as him, and so he goes, like, here in the first round of when he, like, gets to the bottom, says calm, and then goes there in the first round, so to speak. You gonna follow him?
Follow. I mean,
Okay. So, right. Okay. So he is going to just keep zooming forward here. Do you keep up with him?
No, I on purpose delay. I mean, I go slower.
Okay. Okay, so after you've had like 2 rounds to follow him as far as you did, the rest of you start arriving down at the bottom of the shaft. You guys can put yourself how you like.
should have followed him.
Pardon?
I'm thinking maybe I should follow him through.
Would you like
It's
my
personal.
opinion as the DM or my opinion as a friend?
No, I'm just thinking out loud. You have to.
Because you guys go really fast.
Yeah.
We need time to catch up.
Rip Kelnozz. He didn't make the jump.
He's right here.
I don't see his token.
Yeah,
His-
he's
Yeah,
there.
it's here.
Your name is like covering up his face, but
Yeah, his name's super
Yeah.
long.
It's loaded now.
oh, okay.
It's loaded now. Your eyes
No,
have
it wasn't there
loaded?
before. No, it wasn't there before. I moved my token and it still
Sure.
wasn't there, and then it popped in.
I bet you saw the lady in the red dress, though.
Slow down on that one beer.
Taking this air.
Okay, so you
Can I
guys get
see-
down to the bottom and you see like the blood, the gore, and you see the cyclone that is like whirring around this tunnel here. You have not too many seconds before it's gonna see you.
Well, I hide on the side here and motion everyone to quickly take cover. And then, well, I don't know. We're gonna have to deal with this one way or the other. We could try to sneak by it, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of cover.
I believe if we're thinking of going the stealthy route, we could use some spells.
Is any spell powerful enough to move us past an elemental, which, you know, very powerful being?
Yeah, elementals.
What if we passed without a trace? Then how would it know?
Well,
There's no
I don't
trace.
I suppose not. I'm not familiar with this magic. If you think it's strong enough to deceive this creature, then, you know, it might be just a thing.
Alright, well, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on the group, and we can try +10 to your stealth checks. And you try to tiptoe by.
So we're
If it
not
doesn't work,
invisible,
then we try and murder them.
so it doesn't make us invisible?
No, but it gives you +10 to stealth checks. And you can't be tracked except by magical means.
Not sure this is powerful enough.
Well, excuse me.
Well, my bar has been set higher after seeing Ashbark with his flying and teleporting everywhere he wants and transforming into godly creatures. There's a lot of ground to be covered if you guys want to keep up with him.
Okay, if you guys are going to try and hide from this thing, then we need stealth rolls. Its existence is waiting for things to fall down this shaft, so...
Disadvantage.
No, I'm gonna say just normal. There's howling winds that are making it relatively easy to...
+10 because of Pass Without a Trace.
Mhm.
That's true. Nice.
Oof, 37.
37.
That brings our average up, right? 37.
Your average is pretty high already.
Yeah, so
16,
that's a
18, 27.
18,
I rolled mine. I rolled mine just to add, so
Oh, I see.
19, 14.
Alright, so you guys are able to, like, press yourself back at the crevices here and hide from this creature. It doesn't seem to see you. But when you start moving into the open, there's not much you can do. Like, there's nothing to hide behind. So, you guys are safe for now.
My intent why I slowed down is because I was expecting my friends to pop by. So,
And what's the range or limitations of your telepathy?
oh god, very low. Let me.
So because you guys are hidden here, you guys could get off probably a surprise round if you want.
Well,
30 feet.
Okay, so 30 feet, you're cut off from them. And there, you couldn't hear anything, so you might expect them to be coming, but you'll have to RP not knowing what's going on over there.
Yep.
Alright. Our best bet is to jump this guy then. Otherwise we're
indeed.
going nowhere.
He's claimed the lives of many a hapless fool who fell into the clutches of this clan. He's an evil creature. Must be put down.
Okay, let's roll initiative. And you guys will get a surprise round on this creature.
Should I also roll?
You can roll if you want, yeah.
My intent is to go back. That's why I'm not following. But I don't have.
Alright. Oof, Grage. Alright, you're up, Grage?
I think I can just barely get here. Surprised! How you doing? As I surprise him, is it an air elemental?
Yes. It's a red air elemental.
Excellent. Well, I shall surprise the air elemental with an uppercut.
That's a hit.
Surprise! You weren't watching the whole. You had one job to do.
That's also a hit.
And because I don't really know how powerful this thing is. Oh wait, can I do that? No, can't do that. It's too late. Alright, so just another punch in the face. It's a whiff.
15, you hit.
Alright.
Alright, so your fists glow with power as you manage to punch this air elemental, finding somewhat solid surfaces as you, with your magically imbued attacks. Anything else on your turn?
Good.
Okay, on this one, the djinn comes back to you and says, why do you delay?
I am communing with the location, man. There is a lot of power here. I would like to tread carefully to absorb all the lessons these walls covered in gore.
He says, "Very well. I shall remain with you." Brynn's turn.
Alright. So I am going to move in. Corner there. Oops. And I'm going to use a bonus action to hit the elemental with Hunter's Mark. Then we're going to get hit with the old bow strike. 30.
Nice.
Got him. Roll plus 6 plus a d6. What's that? 18, 21.
All right.
Holy shit.
Very
Second
nice.
attack. 28.
Wow.
Plus 10, plus 2, so 12 on that one.
All right. Your arrows also glow with like a gold light as they trace through the lines in this like red cloud. The creature is now much less substantial than it was before, and you can see its what passes for a mouth and face twisted in anguish. Anything else on Brynn's turn?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Kelnozz is out.
Alright. So Kelnozz is going to dash into battle.
Okay.
And I think he'll use his bonus action to give inspiration, bardic inspiration to who's up next? Tharhun, I guess.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, Tharhun, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna take the dash action and measure this up. Oh wait, snap to center, sure. Yeah, I'll just go like right there, I guess. There we go. It's my turn.
Okay, the air elemental is surprised, so go on to Ashbark.
I am knowing that my friends are behind me somewhere, and knowing that an air elemental is waiting for them. I know that they're gonna be delayed at least 10 more seconds. So I am communing with the air and doing nothing.
Okay, Eikooc is up.
Okay. So first of all, Eikooc is going to move. There. And following that, he's going to cast a spell. You might imagine. I think he's going to cast. Okay, I'm gonna cast just Firebolt, I think. 23.
That's a hit.
22 fire damage.
Okay, the creature cries out in what sounds like a windy howl of pain.
Plus 4 damage, sorry.
Ooh, okay. It is now extremely insubstantial and just very misty, more than cloudy. Grage? to the air. Now you hit. And the creature dissipates into nothingness, into vapors.
Grage continues to pummel the air in front of him, furious.
Okay.
Not much of a guard at the bottom of the pit. But I guess they were tossing down solo
Sacrifices.
people in robes before.
Yeah.
That's right.
5 of us with the stealth was key.
You guys are now extraordinary people too, like they're not throwing down a lot of level 11 level kind of people.
Haven't we always been extraordinary people?
The rest of the group has.
I know.
Okay, so how are you guys proceeding now that the air elemental is dead?
Extraordinarily.
I think we follow the only path, don't we? We kind of sneak around here and keep checking around the corners until we see somebody.
Okay.
Maybe getting to right here, and then we maybe see Ashbark around the corner.
That's
So before you go over there, the Tajin will turn to Ashbark and say, "Come, it is time to resume."
Yes. Go a step forward. I will be right behind you. I really am digging this air. Tell me, don't go that far. Just need to spend a few more moments. Can you do this for me? Just this one.
He says, "My task was to escort you through these caverns. I will not leave your side. Take another moment, but we must be pushing on."
Yes, can I just quickly check around this corner to see something I'm feeling, and then we can resume? Meaning, I'm going to just quickly go to this point, and here I can communicate. I want to see if I can see my friends around it, and then just tell them where.
Go ahead and make your movement.
Then I'm. Oh, it also.
Yeah, it comes with you.
All the time. Well, I mean, him and I will just zoom through this maze.
Yep.
It's going to take a long time. Okay, so I'm just going to come here. Let's see if I'm in range. If I see somebody, careful. Yeah, maybe over here. Would I see somebody here? Yes.
Make a perception check. Okay, so you see, I'm gonna say 16 was pretty low versus what the guys were rolling. 16, 18, 27,
Pass without trace.
18, yeah,
Yeah.
18, 16, 37. So you're having trouble seeing things. But he says, "Be cautious. I see creatures lurking in the shadows over there." And he starts coming a bit closer.
Ooh. Can I also zoom kind of a little bit in front? And I'm trying really, because I know my friends are there. So I'm really trying hard to see somebody.
Well, now that you're telepathic, you don't need to see him. But yeah, I guess if you get that close, you might be able to see him. He points them out to you, so you can see him if you want.
Yeah. Well, I tell them, hide! Quick! Hide! Ambush! Jin is coming. We should dispose of him.
He's already seen us.
Oh, he's seen you.
Yeah, he pointed
Wait.
them out to you.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah. Well,
Maybe you could surprise him by attacking him.
It's true.
yeah, probably. Yeah, this is the end. I surprise attack him. Oh wait, is everybody?
All right, let's roll initiative.
You called it surprise attack.
Oof. How could I be that unprepared? I don't know.
All right, set everyone. Jeez.
Selecting guy. Amateur over here. Ooh, luckily got the exact same roll.
So, even as Ashbark turns into a surprise attack, the Djinn has a huge tulwar appear in his hand. In the blink of an eye, he doesn't look surprised. But go ahead with you guys. You have 4 rounds, 4 turns before it's his. So let's see if he makes it.
What does he have in his hands?
It's a very large scimitar, a tulwar.
Okay. Not familiar with that.
Alright, so Kelnozz is first, I guess, so he'll move up here. And he will... Just having a quick look at his spells here. I think he's gonna throw out a irresistible dance. Start dancing.
Dance, genie, dance.
This is one where it doesn't get any saving throws, right?
That's right. And he has to use an action to resist it on his turn.
This is so good.
Okay, it's all right. Okay, so he starts doing a very crazy dance.
Bonus action.
It is a
Got
6th level
some-
spell. That's pretty fair.
Yeah, it's his highest level spell he has. I guess he'll throw out a Bardic Inspiration to Grage.
Okay, you're up, Grage.
Okay. Hitting this guy doesn't break the spell, right?
Let me see what the thing here says. It doesn't look like it.
So, surprise. Oh. Do I hit the dancing creature?
12. You have advantage on this guy, right?
I do.
Yes. Well, that's what the spell says right here. It says, while it's affected,
Sure,
other
okay.
creatures. Yeah, roll a second time.
This
Okay.
is why auto risk for
A 19
dances.
hits.
Amazing.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna use any of my key points if he's just dancing like a fool. So we'll just do that. And just for good measure, we will do that.
Okay, those are all hits.
And I do a little tap dance alongside the genie. in mocking fashion, but like really well done. Tap 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 dance. Tap 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 dance. And big
All right.
finish and turn is done.
Very nice. Okay, Brynn, you're up.
Alright. So he is dancing, and if I hit him, he becomes undancing, right?
Nope.
Oh, absolutely not.
No? Okay.
At advantage.
Beat the
Advantage.
crap out of him with advantage.
Alright. I move over here, and bow strike him before he gets a turn, after using a bonus action to move Hunter's Mark onto him as well. And then I bow strike. 25. I'm assuming 25 is a hit. For 14 damage.
Correct
total.
assumption.
And then. Holy shit, it's an extra attack. 20
20 hits.
for 13 plus 1, 14. 28 damage in total.
Oof. All right. The Jin looks hurt, but not severely. You're up, Ashbark.
Play my wind arm. I slam him once. 17.
17 is a hit.
Clicked here. I figured out how to damage roll. Did
Nice. Okay, 17 damage.
21.
21 hits.
Ooh, 18 damage.
18. Jesus.
Yeah, this is a lot of damage.
All right, the Jin now has scrapes and bruises on it. It appears to be bloodied. Anything else in your turn?
No, I'm done.
Okay. The Jin is dancing very furiously. And starts spinning on the spot, and his dancing spinning picks up wind, and a massive whirlwind is generated around him. So I need everyone inside that circle to make a strength saving throw. Alright, so whenever you get that saving throw going, Grage.
Can I do dexterity though?
Nope. Oof. Okay, so even with an 18, that's pretty high. Oh god, 18's what you needed. Okay, so you feel yourself like twist in the air and you're able to fight back against it, but Ashbark, you feel the air restrain you as you get caught up in this whirlwind.
Am I grappled?
You're restrained.
Okay, I'm immune to being restrained.
Ah, damn you.
High five, Ashbark. High five.
Next time I'm wearing armor and then nothing will pop.
Alright. Those air elementals, they have armor, but that doesn't change your rules, so you don't get to wear armor.
Rules which Eric said.
Okay, so Yuck, you're up.
Trying to make the game a challenge for you.
All right. Over here. Trying to decide how I can be most useful. I think. Alright, I think I'm going to toss a firebolt at him.
Alright. 22 is obviously a hit.
Oh, plus 1d6. Plus 5.
Nice. Alright, so he cries out in pain as the firebolt manages to fly through the whirlwind and hit him still. Tharhun?
I'm gonna brace myself and run into this whirlwind to attack him.
Okay, you do need to make that saving throw right away.
Strength?
Yeah.
Saving throw, so there. I barrel through this thing with utter determination and disregard for this guy. And I think I'm gonna do a -5 attack against him and see if this works, because I got an advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have advantage on attack because he's dancing.
Okay, that's pretty good. So 17 -5 is only 13. I'm probably gonna throw the. Oh, I'm probably gonna throw the 1d8. It is for inspiration, or not inspiration, combat.
I think
combat
it's
inspiration.
I think it's a D10.
So d10 now.
Maybe Nelson can check that really quick. but
I'm just
pretty
looking
sure.
here. D10 at 10th level, yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty good. Plus 4.
So 16 total. You miss.
Oh! Ooh, this guy's a little tough to hit. Okay. This one's going to be a well-aimed attack. We're going for here. Still with advantage. Wait, that's the wrong weapon.
19 hits.
Okay. Roll a 2. So plus 2 onto whatever that is, so 22.
Okay, this creature is looking very badly injured at this point.
Oh shit, it's me.
Go
again.
then.
So Kelnozz really doesn't have a lot of range attack, does he?
I think he relies on things like Vicious Mockery for that.
That's what I was gonna say. That's pretty much what we've got is Vicious Mockery, and Kelnozz is gonna pull out his very dusty hand crossbow. Take a shot.
Well, that's a hit. Okay.
7 damage. That's more than Vicious Mockery could possibly do, and we don't need the disadvantage on his next attack. So. Does he get just the one shot, or can he take both attacks?
I'm pretty sure he only has one attack.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. Well, you know what? He can't shoot a crossbow no matter what on 2 times in a turn, so.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
I think he does have a second attack now that I think about it.
He does have a second attack for sure. Yeah, I just wasn't sure about the hand crossbow, whether it counted as a...
No, yeah, it definitely has a loading property. Okay.
I just want...
Sorry,
he's got 1 Bardic Inspiration left. May as well throw it on Somebody, I'll throw it on Ashbark this time.
Oh.
That's it for you.
Okay, go ahead, Grage.
Grage just throws out 3 punishing strikes in a row.
Alright, you murder this thing. So as you defeat it, it cries out and its body disintegrates into a warm breeze, leaving behind only the scimitar and its basic clothes it was wearing.
Does it look like a nice scimitar?
No. It looks like nice but not magical.
Okay.
I'll have to keep looking. But I know the next turn we need to take right. That's as far as it got in exploring this cave system.
Alright, well, lead the way. That witch will be up ahead somewhere, and then we'll finally end this.
I go right. This is as far as.
Okay.
How does this room look? What is the step? Is it
So, as you get to the mouth of this cave, the temperature plunges. The cave is dominated by a frozen pool. Ice crystals glitter on the walls, floor, and other rock formations, and snow whirls about on strong gusts.
Well, this may not be traversable by foot.
Why are you
Unlike,
guys stopping?
there seems to be some hazardous looking terrain of at least 2 flesh and bone.
If only somebody had water walk.
Is everyone, like, together, or are you zooming ahead?
Well, no, I'm only gonna zoom as far as here. And I'm levitating above the ground. I can't cast Water Walk on you without leaving the elemental form. And if I leave the elemental form, I can't go back until we rest.
It's ice, right? Like, we can walk on it.
It is ice, yeah.
Oh.
But it's extremely
careful.
cold. It's like negative 30 degrees in this room.
Ugh. We need some source of warmth.
Like a regular day in month.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It feels perfectly nice in here. Yuck
Well.
is very, very used to the cold.
Well, I've never known cold like this.
Cold feels unnatural.
Try living in the mountains. You get used to it.
As you guys stand in this room and speak, the air suddenly grows very warm, and water starts raining from above. The ice cracks and thick waves of steam start rising from the pool. So, I know Ashbark is floating here. The rest of you have 3 rounds to get off this ice as the ice starts cracking.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
I dash for the measly cost of 1 bonus action.
I will also dash action. How far can I get? 60? I can get pretty far.
Yeah, we can all get to the other side in one dash.
Can we though? Yeah, I guess we can.
Probably everyone can do it in 2 rounds. So as you run across this thing and as the ice starts cracking, bobbing among the breaking ice, bloated bodies of small humanoids stare up with wide, dead eyes. And a moment later, the water begins boiling.
Ooh, cooked body.
You guys can make nature checks. These are Smurfnemblems. These are deep gnomes.
Ah,
Like dead deep gnomes? There's corpses of deep gnomes?
Yeah.
Oh. The evil of this cult knows no bounds. We must destroy it. As soon as we can.
Do we know what caused the ice to just melt? Do we have any hint as to what that might have been?
Not really. I mean, you do know it's probably a magical effect of this cave, but
Gotcha.
it wasn't a spell or any noticeable trigger. And as you guys wait around, after a few minutes, the temperature drops again, and the boiling water solidifies into ice.
just run.
Where do you guys go from here?
I sort of like slowly float this way. Peek around. Or no, I see what's in front.
So, the cavern ahead of you is dark and still cold, still howling wind, but you don't see anything.
I keep my eyes out for traps in particular.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception. It's an elemental is 10. But perception, wisdom. So I keep my wisdom. What is passive?
It's your wisdom bonus plus 10.
14.
Okay.
I tread carefully with my...
You see no signs of traps.
I'm levitating, by the way. If somebody behind me steps, I think it's not me. And I gesture for people to follow me. So far, everything seems to be safe.
Well, strange place, but we'll follow you and,
Follow.
yeah, hopefully.
So, yeah. I am slowly taking one step.
Okay, ahead you see more caverns.
And everything looks the same.
At this point, yeah, there isn't anything too unusual.
I keep going forward, but I don't drift too far from it. So if something... So far, so good.
No pit traps yet.
Seems very quiet.
Well, just remember, everywhere you go, there are howling winds blowing through the tunnels here. As you get a bit closer here, you see a chasm.
Ooh. Pit trap level 2.
A chasm divides the subterraneous passageway, which continues on the other side 10 feet away. Fog obscures the chasm's depth, but as you look into it, you can see the fog swirling in strong currents of wind.
And lit up. I look back at two-legged. Can you guys jump?
Well, I can teleport across, I think. How far is it?
10 feet.
10 feet? Yeah, I mean, I can... Well, actually, 10 feet I probably could jump across, but it might be risky. I could
Better
teleport
use a
across
spell
safely. Yeah, better use a spell slide. And then other people have abilities to do that, but you could scout it for us to see if there's anything on the other side.
Yeah,
I don't know if we want to go over there or not. It's a dead end, like, screw that, right?
I hover. I fly 10 feet. Chasm. And also we have a passageway down south.
So you guys tell me what you're gonna do.
So what's on the other side of this chasm? Just to see if it's a dead end.
In one direction, you see it opens up into a larger cavern here. And in the other direction is more twisting caverns.
What's down this way, though? Can we see a little further?
Yeah, so down this way you see that the cavern forks just down a bit further.
Forking cavern. Well, what's the party?
Which way?
We must
all trying to get over this chasm, or explore the safe side before resulting to at least one person's doom.
Well, I mean, I guess we could do that, but it seems like this chasm might be like the, you know, air elementals and so forth would just fly right over it. He wouldn't really consider it of any problem, so.
Yeah, it's only 10.
Let's just keep going down.
Down?
Yep.
Okay.
We go down.
Alright. So, you go over here. And as you get close to this dead end here, you see giant spiders are seized in death among dead cave lizards, giant bats, a carrion crawler, and a female drow decked in fine chainmail with roomy pummeled knives at her hips. No injuries are apparent, and the smell of death is fainter than one would expect. At the back of the cave, within 10 feet of the drow, a breeze whistles through 3 tiny fissures in the rock.
Trap.
Suspicious.
This place is foul. The normal order of life and death is disturbed. Don't be tempted by these things. I don't know.
Are you saying deceive?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Raj?
No, I'm wondering if a trap.
Oh, can I use this that I haven't used in a million years? It's Divine Sense. I can sense the presence of celestial feed or undead within 30 feet of me that is not behind total cover, and I know the type. And I can see consecrated or desecrated ground, as with the hollow spell, apparently, whatever that is.
You did not detect any of those things.
Alright. Seems fine to me.
Wait, let me. If we are bound to investigate this weird corner, let me go first. If I trigger a trap, this body which I'm in is not. It's okay if.
Hold on, Ashbark. Maybe I can do something quickly, just in case it's something simple. Can I summon a mage hand to go out there and just like, I don't know, start disturbing the scene, like poking at the drow, like kind of pulling the daggers out, that kind of thing, like basically taking items off that drow.
Yeah, you can definitely pick up the daggers, and you can kind of jostle her from your distance back, but you won't be able to take off the chainmail, for instance.
No, that's fine. I really just want to try and disarm and confirm that she's actually dead and not just going to jump out at us or something.
Do you want to get the daggers off of her?
Yeah, I'll get kind of any things that I can see or detect off of her.
Okay, well, you can only really see the daggers from here, but your hand can bring each of them back without an issue. They're both very fine daggers. They have rubies in their pummels. They don't appear to be magical, but judging by the rubies and the craft of the daggers, you're guessing that they're worth 1,000 gold pieces each.
Oh.
Wow.
Some nice daggers.
This corner is very. I will continue approaching, but it will not be directly in front of the holes in the wall, which you said when this.
Okay, so you're gonna take a few steps forward.
Yeah, just a couple of. And I'm looking at what. There's something weird about this corner, so I'm just trying to sense. Crap. The top.
So I'm looking at the air elemental thing here. I'm trying to read on air elemental thing if it needs to breathe. It doesn't say it doesn't, but it kind of makes sense that it wouldn't.
I not.
Okay, you feel as you get this close into the thing, you feel all the air around you being drawn out, but it doesn't affect you because of your of your current form.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. Can I? Do you know what the cause of this is? This effect, this suck. Is it magical or is it just some?
Make a perception check. You can feel the air being drawn out through the 3 tiny fissures in the rock that you can hear the breeze coming through.
This air which is being drawn out, is it a strong thing or is it just a draft?
It's strong. You feel like if you were not in your air elemental form, you would probably be unable to breathe.
Then I shall take this privileged opportunity and look around this.
Okay.
They remain.
Make an investigation check. You really don't see anything except for this elf with who has the fancy chain still on.
I guess Kelnozz says, Ashbark, can you bring the drow out? It's been a long time since I've seen another one. I'd like to try and identify where they might have come from.
Ooh, good idea. Okay, so yeah, I will grab Drow, float over with him to my party, and I tell them that probably hazardous if they go. Air being sucked.
So, Kelnozz takes a look at the drow. He's unable to see any clear signs of where this drow might have come from. But he does say that the chainmail that she's wearing is usually reserved for nobles and is usually has enchantments on it.
Ooh. This chainmail is especially nice.
Place my current nicely.
You guys
Does
going to
anybody wear
be...
chainmail? Or is that something Kelnozz can just stick in his...
Well, I have a scale mail.
I've got mithril chainmail on.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I weird.
I don't think Kelnozz
no.
has chainmail.
Chainmail is heavy armor. I cannot wear.
This is actually a chain shirt.
So yeah,
So it's medium armor.
Depending on what this chain shirt is, might be of interest.
Okay. Well, I guess Kelnozz is, I think, interested in it, so maybe he'll disrobe this drow.
Okay, so you take the chain off. You do find a scroll tucked away in the armor for Primordial Ward. This is a druid spell.
Oh wow.
So that's a scroll that you find.
Ashbark can take that one, I guess. It's not a wizard spell.
Yep, it will fit nicely.
Kelnozz says, well, we don't seem to have any pressing rush here. Eikooc, why don't you take a closer look at this chainmail?
I was thinking the same thing. I will identify it.
Alright. So with a little bit of encouragement from the DM, you see that this is actually Elven chain. Meaning you do not need to be proficient to wear it.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Like a wizard could get away with wearing it?
You are considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor.
Oh my god.
Well,
Eikooc is looking at it hungrily.
And we will stop there for tonight.